Welcome back. Well, you know we always try and do things off the tourist trail, and we have one from a little known island called Moso in Vanuatu off Ifati Island. We make these videos and tell these stories because every single place we have travelled to and every adventure we have taken is from a tip or advice from locals or previous visitors. And we know that when you can see or hear others doing things, your apprehension goes down. And of course, our channel is all about inspiring people to see the world. So Hamilton travels to Moso. We asked a taxi driver if he could take us to Moso, and the next day he drove us to his brother-in-law's farm, where workers were filling boats with rocks to help build a property on the island. We then jumped in one and went across Havana Harbour to Moso. We saw a few sailing boats anchored in the harbour, and then we saw this large sailing yacht stranded on the shore of Moso, a result of the cyclones that came through earlier in the year. Once at the tiny jetty with a bump, the driver asked his brother to walk us to the beach. The brother didn't want to take us, and so we headed up the path and walked for 2.5 kilometres.
Andrew, how long have we been walking for now? Half an hour. Okay.
Along the way, we really thought we had done something wrong or taken a wrong turn because it looked like it led nowhere. Then we saw and heard 3 large dogs, and we both panicked, thinking we were about to be attacked.
So we welcomed by a few dogs, and we've finally made it.
Luckily, one of the dogs came up and had a collar. 2 guys from the resort explained that the dogs were from the owners of the Moso resort, and when they walked back, the 3 dogs followed. We couldn't believe we had the entire beach to ourselves. It was stunning, and the videos don't really do the scenery justice. We had no snorkel gear, but a GoPro and camera in a waterproof pocket. It wasn't hard to see what was there, and the water temperature was amazing. After hitting my foot on some coral, I decided to sit in the shallow and just soaked up the scene, the water, and chillness of the entire experience.
We're on our way back now after having a lovely little swim at Embas Beach. 2.5 k's we found out the walk was.
There is a restaurant right on the sand, and it had a really extensive range of items on the menu, but we were tired and ordered carbs.
So bad.
Sitting there was pretty idyllic. Our boat transferred back after the workers offloaded rocks. Costs coming up, so stay tuned. But in the meantime, subscribe to get more unique travel tips. It costs us 2,000 Vatu each way, and so that's about $50 Australian. And lunch and drinks cost 5,000 Vatu, and that's about $65 Australian. The drive across the island included many other things on the day, and so I would say this section of travel on land costs 5,000 Vatu, so another $65 Australian. So the total day cost was $180. Well worth getting the true island escape vibe from Moso. Join us for more, but until then, happy travels.